Alright folks, we are here at the Mount Washington Estate. This is a place that has gone through a couple different changes. First it was cotton, second it was sugar, then it was rum, and then it was abandoned. And then the new owners came in, bought it, restored it to make it look absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna be here and exploring this area now. See what it looks like now that it's become a place of peace and comfort instead of a place that once held slaves. Not the greatest thing. So let's get to exploring it. First building you will come across when you get here to the Washington Estate is this building titled the Dungeon. So this very clearly was a dungeon. You can even see the bars. You can't get to the second floor very easily, but you can go in. So let's head on in here right now. Pretty spooky in here, would not want to be locked up in here. Got this old lamp here. Whole place is all broken down, but you can go inside all these little buildings. Very, very dark in here. Luckily a little taller ceilings than I know some other dungeons had. But as you can see, got the iron bars and everything. Pretty spooky in here. This is quite a fascinating area, especially since you can walk right up to these giant brick walls, these old stone structures. You can see the old areas where these structural supports were all over the place. It's really, really fascinating. This is absolutely beautiful. This here is the crushing machine that would crush the sugar cane. So how this machine would work were the slaves, or eventually the landowners who used it after the emancipation came to the island, would shove the sugar cane into the machine, and turning around the machine was whether it was the oxes, the mules, or the horses they were using at the time, that would then spin the machine, crushing the sugar cane, then taking it down this tunnel, eventually depositing it into large barrels where they would then bring it to distill it. This here is the building where they would eventually bring the crushed up sugar juice. They would process it in large steel pans, also large pots, much like a regular distillery, eventually shipping it out to crystallize as regular sugar.
The only way I can describe being at this estate was a feeling of hollowness. A feeling of recognizing the great trials and difficulties the people here must have gone through. Being treated as less than human, and yet nevertheless continuing on forward with even the smallest particle of hope that life could get better. The only time I have felt a similar feeling is going to the Atomic Bomb Museum in Hiroshima, Japan. where the entire feeling is just overcoming. Tears come to your eyes. But also a great hope for the future. Knowing that this is merely but the past.